Good morning. It is the next morning. I'm now all showered, out of bed. I set my alarm for 5. I got out of bed about 5:15. Now I'm just getting ready. I'm going to put on makeup, get dressed. I have to be at the other facility by 7:15. Class starts promptly at 7:30. My coffee kind of brewed in a mess. For some reason, there must have been a little bit of water left in that Keurig machine. Because when I added my water, when I got out of the shower and it was all brewed, it was to the top here, like kind of like spilling out. So, but I will say this coffee is very good. I think it's Café Bustelo. Very good coffee. Okay, so it's now 6:16 a.m. I'm nearly all ready, just have to add some color or gloss to my lips. But today I have 2 drills that I need to finish. Let me mute the news. 2 drills that I have to finish I need to finish one on the Airbus, one on the 737, the Boeing. The Boeing 737 is the one that I failed. So I'm pretty confident that I will pass them today. I have no other choice but to pass them. I need to get requalified. So I have that going on, and then we are going to be fighting a fire in a new fire simulator. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And then I think we're going to be doing some scenarios where we get in the airplane and a certain scenario goes on, and they will have a group of flight attendants go in there to pretend like they're working, and you see how they handle it, how you're supposed to handle it, whether you do it the correct way or not. So that's some of what I have going on today. But the moon is gorgeous. I'm going to show you the moon. I forget what they're calling it. I think it's a buck moon. I can't remember. If you know the name of it, put it down here in the comments. It's July 11th. Yeah, I think they called it a buck moon or a buck thunder moon. But let me show you the moon. You can kind of see the moon peeking through right here. But there it is. So the highest rainfall totals, those are going to be off to the northwest, around 1 to 2 inches possible. But within those thunderstorms, we could pick up a quick maybe 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. So just remember, turn around, don't drown. And now it's time for me to head out of here and walk over to Skyview 3, which is where the training academy also is, and it is the pool. So that's where the big pool is. That's how I remember it. It's the building with the big pool. So that's where I'm going to head over to now. This is a nice little studying corner. All these areas they have for you to study when you're here at training. And it's so nice. I just love this campus. The attention to detail is just on another level. But these are just some of the corridors. These are where the classrooms are. A little, looks like an airport gate counter. Check-in counter. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. But there are bicycles. You can use bicycles to ride around the campus. You can play cornhole. There's volleyball nets. I mean, it's just really, really nice and inviting and beautiful. These are some of the mock aircrafts that we have. And this raft here, last year we had to assemble the raft and do a drill with that, but this year we won't be doing that. One of the last things we did in flight attendant training at the end of our 6 weeks was a water ditching, and we did this in this pool. It was a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, and it's something that I will always remember. I finished my training. I'm now at the airport getting ready to fly home. I have a 3-day trip that starts tomorrow, so I'll get a little bit of sleep, hopefully, and then start a 3-day trip. This month is going to be very busy for me. But when I get home, I will do my debrief about my second day of training. So I ended up passing those drills. I was successful. Doesn't mean that I wasn't nervous. I was nervous. Me and one of my classmates, we had to do the 737 over, and we were both nervous, but we both passed them. So I was very grateful. She waited until the very end for me to go, and then she saw me out. We said goodbye. Until next year. We probably won't see each other until next year. But who knows? Maybe I'll see her sooner, because I believe I'm going to be transferring bases, and it's between Dallas and Phoenix. I'm thinking more Dallas. I'm thinking I might transfer to Dallas. I think that's where my mind is right now. So we did that. We also fought the fire. They had a few different scenarios, and each group had to go in there and pretend like we were flight attendants on the job, doing our normal routine procedures when a fire breaks out. Our group's fire was a laptop fire. My role in battling, excuse me, my role in battling the fire was being the communicator. So I did not spot the fire first, so I did not fight the fire hands-on. I was a communicator. And then the other person was the person that gets the equipment, the fire extinguishers and all of that. But I communicated with the captain and kept him up to date with what was happening with the fire, where it was, whether there were any passengers injured, whether it was being contained, and all of that. So that's what my role was. That was pretty neat. Because it was a real fire with real flames, and we used a real fire extinguisher to put it out. So that was really, really cool. What else did we do on the last day? The last day we went over a bunch of ELTs. I think it's an electric, I don't know. Not electric, I don't know what it stands for, but it's the little communicator. So if a plane lands in the water, we have a ditching, which means we evacuate everyone, we get everyone on the raft. We grab, sometimes aircraft will have additional ELTs, and we will, I think it's electronic location transmitter. That's probably what it is, ELT. But it transmits the location of where we are. That way rescue people can come and find us. So we went over the various ELTs that are on our different aircraft. We practiced taking them out of their brackets. We practiced putting the antenna up, turning them on, and just kind of going through how each one works in the event that that did happen, what we would do, how we would throw it in the water, tether it to our raft, and how to work it. So we did that. And then what else did we do? We went over various fire extinguishers. We have lots of different fire extinguishers on our different aircraft. Some are for fighting specific fires, but we went over all of those and how to use them, how to hold them, how to put out the fire. So that was very interesting as well. It was all interesting. I'll say it was all interesting. It's good to have these refresher courses, because day to day things like this, knock on wood, don't happen. Flights are pretty smooth, pretty easy. We deal with a little bit of turbulence, but not too many emergencies like these that we practiced. But it was good to practice these emergencies and made me feel good. Just getting this knowledge back into my brain, like making it muscle memory. So that's it. That's how the second day of training ended. I did catch a flight back home. And then what I did was I got home around 8 o'clock. Around 10 o'clock, I went to bed. I was up at 3 o'clock. I caught a commuter flight to Miami. to start a 3-day trip, and I am at the same hotel because my trip fell apart yesterday. Texas got some terrible weather. There were thunderstorms near the airport. Our last leg of our first day got canceled. They put us up here at the company hotel again, and now they're deadheading us back home. So the rest of my trip is canceled. The other 2 days I'm not having to work, and I still get paid for it. So it worked out in my favor. That did work out in my favor, so I don't have any complaints there. I'm just waiting now. I'm going to catch the airport shuttle. I'm going to head to the airport. My flight boards at 4 o'clock, and I'm just going to deadhead. So I'm wearing my uniform. I am getting paid for working this flight, but I don't really have to work it. I just have to sit like a passenger and catch my ride home, and I'll finish this trip. And I was pay protected because I'm on a line this month. So if a trip falls apart like the way it did yesterday, it was a 3-day trip, even though we worked 1 day, my pay is protected because that was out of our control. So that's good. That's good news. But that's it. I'll end my video here. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Questions, comments, let me know what they are. And to see new videos about my life as a flight attendant or something like that, then please hit the subscribe button right here. All right, until next time. Bye, guys.